Augie, tell us how important a catcher is, because we talked about Freddie settling down after giving up the leadoff bomb, right? So he has to have a little press conference with himself to settle himself down. But the catcher, Contreras, he's involved in there. How much involvement is there with a Contreras, or any catcher for that matter, to get in the kitchen, get in the head of his starting pitcher to help them get back to where they need to be?
It'll be body actions. When after that was done, I can remember you could see that Freddie walked with Tony, he looked in, and there Contreras was going. He pumped his fist, and then he got down the stance. He started calling the game.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy that, you take guys like a Teddy Simmons or Charlie Moore when he was a catcher, Buck Martinez, those guys. You have a certain amount of confidence in them that they're so involved in the game. They understand what you can do and what you can do to the best of your ability, that's what they're going to do. And I think that's one thing that Contreras takes to heart. He says, I'm just not going to know everything about Freddie Peralta. I'm going to know everything about everybody who walks on that mound and how to make them successful. And I tell you, we see it a lot. We see a lot of guys going in on certain pitches. You would say, he's going to go to fastball in here. No, he would do something different. He looks and he pumps his fist. There's a lot of communication just visually. It doesn't have to be verbally. It can be visually, and it makes a lot of sense.
Here's the thing. If you're a major league catcher, you also have to be a part-time psychologist, right?
That's right.
Freddie is wired different than Quinn Priester, than Quintana, than Woodruff, than McGill in the bullpen when you get to the bullpen, then Uribe. So as a catcher, they have to say to themselves, okay, how's my guy? Does he need to be chewed out a little bit? Does he need a pat on the butt? Do I need to just, as you said, just give him a look because he's a veteran and he knows? You're dealing with that entire pitching staff as a catcher, and you have to know, what message do I want to deliver, and how is he going to receive it? And that is different from 1 through 13.
Something happened about 10 games prior to the end of the season. And what happened, Uribe came in the game with runners, and a guy was going to bunt, and he threw the ball up and in, almost hit him. And then he walked the guy, got himself in trouble. In fact, the bases loaded. There was nobody out. Uribe standing on the mound. And right away, you're thinking, here comes Chris Hook, and there goes Contreras out to the mound. And it's funny because I watched it so intently. I was saying, what's going to happen here? Contreras just stood there and he looked in at Hookie. Hookie never moved. And you know what they did? They said, "Hey, big boy, you're on the mound. You want to be a closer? Come on, let's step up." And what he did, he got out of the inning, striking a couple guys out, making great sinking ball pitches. That was a learning experience for Abner Uribe that time, but it made him a better pitcher because of it.